Hello. All right, perfect. Okay, so yeah. So I have like a topic on mind, but I kind of like it when I'm not thinking of anything and talking feels awkward because that's how it should feel like naturally. Yeah. I kind of wonder if actors like watch us to get that whole amateur thing going on because it's probably why I find a lot of movies especially over TV, but there are some bad TV shows like the first season of The Office and Pam, but movies seem so fake to me just because there's a script and the actors are just like so rehearsed sounding to me, like they're just like robotically saying words. Like English already sounds like American already sounds unnatural to me, but even more so in film. Just because, like, I just think of Angelina Jolie just like spitting out a line, and it sounds so unnormal. It's like weird. No one talks like that. No one talks like they do in movies. And then I find a lot of white dudes like love movies and they just talk like that. And it's really awkward, and that's why I never get along with them on any platform. It's just weird. Okay, so I guess I was thinking about. Wait, before I get to Survivor, I just kind of want to talk about me and my life and my content. So I was just kind of thinking like, so I don't really care about Facebook. Like I just kind of feel like because we used it in college to like ask each other for books. That's basically what Facebook was designed or invented for. Is broke college students that wanna borrow books or like ask for like, did you copy these pages or whatever? Like that's basically what it's for. And I'm done with college, so I'm like, why am I still on this? So I kind of just use it. Facebook is the best photo dump. Like, I just upload all my pictures and then I delete it off my phone. So I'm gonna kind of use YouTube as a video dump. So I just make a video and like I upload it and then I delete it from my phone. So that's just what I'm gonna use it for now. So yeah, this is just today, but like these are just the thoughts swimming in my head. Is like I'm not gonna support. I don't know how else to say it, but I'm not gonna support like, especially like American influencers, just cause like I don't think they need the support. First of all, or just second of all, I just don't think they need it. And then I'm just gonna try to like bring up my people, just cause that's just how I feel. Like they were never nice to me when I was younger, so. And then like segue into Survivor, like the early seasons, like I just noticed now, like I guess like with a little help from like the internet, it's just like yeah, the first seasons are pretty white. Not even whitewashed. It's just like a lot of white people, and even all my friends are like, yeah, Survivor has a disproportionate amount of white people on it. And then I'm just like, I never really noticed before because I don't think about that. But I guess if I have to put like a color to like a name or something, yeah, I guess. Like deep down inside, I want to be like Heart and be like, oh, like I don't really care. But it's like hard not to notice now when you're like an adult and you're being real, about just like stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So season two was really boring. I don't know why people like Tina so much. And it's so hard to sit through and watch again because it's so like beige, and like Australia's really like beige, and like people's hair is like so beige. It's like really hard on the eyes whenever I watch it, and like I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. Like, people say the worst season is Thailand, like, over and over, but to be honest, if I'm being real, like, try watching Australia now. It is so hard to sit through. There's so many episodes. There's like 2 extra episodes, and like, it's a whole DVD box set. It's awful. And the winner was so like housewife, and like, why would I ever relate to that? Like, ever. Why would I use that strategy in my life? Just like, why? Why would I ever talk to another person like, as a 40-year-old white woman from Knoxville? Why would I ever do that? You know, and all their life stories are so unrelatable to me. Like, my mom doesn't care about kitchen tiles and like putting up hearts. No one like in Asia does that. Like, you just don't do shit like that. You know what I mean? She just cleans it with vinegar and like leaves. Yeah. I'm not racy, but like, I just feel like people get annoyed when an Asian like speaks. So I'm gonna do that more often. um yeah, I just go by vibes and feelings. I don't even really think about stuff or like follow my heart or my gut. I just feel it right here, like in the air or in the hair. I just That's just how I live life. You know, I don't care about brain, heart, gut. I don't care about psychology to go. I don't care about your tricky brain. I don't care about any of that shit. I just live life. Yeah, the early seasons were really boring. And I'm starting to notice that white people are really dorky. You know, like, even the young, kind of like buff, all American dude is like so dork, like with his shorts. You know, and like, just, I can never get into like the way they speak, even about girls and stuff. They think like we can always relate on that girl level, but no, dude, like, don't even try. Like, you don't know anything about Asia. Just like, don't even try. It's like that whole like white professor teaching black history. Like, no one's gonna get you, you know? It's just like, I'm just speaking from like myself, but that's just how I feel about stuff. I'm trying to just be more outspoken, just because I watch content online, just like on YouTube or whatever, wherever I read it, or just like, you know, and people say the weirdest things. People just say the weirdest crap, and I watch it, and then I'm just like, innately, I'm a really nice personality. Like, I'll like agree with you, and then I'll totally like give into the concept and like totally think about it. And then later on, like when I'm just mellow and like smoking, I'm just like, that was really stupid, and like, this person is stupid, and like, that whole topic was stupid, and like, is this person gay, you know, like deep down inside, on a sexual, psychological level, Freudian, you know. I just I just think some people are so like, uh they push really hard. They're sort of, whatever they're pushing, they push it really hard, and then like, it's just stupid to begin with, you know. It's like a bad idea concept. And then like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm smart or like, oh my god, I'm Asian, I'm so smart. Like, I know that's not true. There are some dumb Asians, but I think for the most part, we're a little bit smarter than the rest. Just because we're studious and like we pay attention in class, you know. So even me, I'm like a total kind of like, I'll give myself like 80%, sort of like kind of middle, like 80% middle. Like I still feel like a little bit smarter than like everyone else. Just because I'm Asian, and then like we have great family, you know, like house, feeling like safe like in your house and stuff. Like we like animals and stuff. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm not trying to start anything, but I kind of feel like that whole mid-American housewife prairie concept is just like copying the Asian woman, you know? Like what I see in Tina, I see in my own mom, but she doesn't use strategy. That's just how she are, you know? Not even, you know, that's just how she are. And she doesn't need to like explain herself and why she does stuff and like what's the logic behind this reasoning, you know? It's just how she are. And she doesn't need to read books on how to act, you know, like self-help books and Christian manuals. She doesn't read like books. She just goes to work, crunches numbers, money, cooks. Okay, enough about that. But yeah, you don't need to explain yourself. And I was on the I was thinking about sex cuz like I guess everyone thinks about it just cuz like I was just thinking about Survivor and like production, and they're all like, so what are the things that everyone is into? And they're like, race. And then they're like sex, and they're like pretty people. Pretty girls, actually. They're like, race, sex, pretty girls. But they actually really mean pretty people, including guys, which is kind of gay, to be honest, white people, that you include men in beauty. Like, I remember the gayest thing ever was when Jeff Probst was like, who's the sexiest man on Survivor All Stars? And I was like, cringe, because that is so gay. I'm not interested. And like, just being the nice guy I am, I give into it. Being like, oh, this is what Americans are into. I love Survivor. I'm 13 years old. I'm just listening. I have no thoughts. But I'm 36 now. Looking back, that was pretty gay. I'm just gonna say it. And he could not deliver that line. Who's the sexiest man on Survivor? Give me a break. And I'm sure every old white guy is just like, John, give us your gist. Gist. You know, they're just like, please let us know deep down how you feel about America, how you feel about Survivor. You're one and only. How you feel about dogs, you know? How do you feel about America as a whole? How do you feel about the military? How do you feel about rationing, waters? They're like, because they're like, you're Filipino and like you're so poor and like your life is just Survivor, you know? Like, you're a military. You're a minority living in like all white America. How do you zig and zag through social situations and stuff? And then I'm just like, I don't think about that crap. I don't think about anything at all. Like, it's really hard for me to form a sentence in my head. That's like smart, you know? Like, I have nothing to contribute. I'm a total Jenna Heidi in like as a guy. Like, I have nothing to contribute. I just live my life. I'm a pretty lucky person. I don't know. Like, I don't know how I'm still surviving, but like, I know that's like the game of life is just like, oh, I'm gonna outlive like all my friends, like just all that crap. But yeah. What was that? Oh, sex. Yeah, I was thinking about first of all because of production and they're like race, sex, pretty girls, but guys too, or like whatever, just like pretty people. And that was so bad in 2004. Like, I can't believe they tried to make that work. It was not hot. It was not anything. And who won? In my head, I feel like Rob won, but it was actually Colby, who has like no personality. And I was about to say the meanest thing ever, but like he had no form. Like, let me just say that. Like, I never really felt Colby. Like, um, yeah, I have nothing in common with the guy. Like, I don't even really like his name. I don't like his mom. You know? All his stories about family and stuff doesn't touch me. I just don't really get it. Like that whole cowboy kind of like Texas thing. I get it, but I don't. I just, I don't know, it's very weird trying to explain that cowboy thing. Even I don't feel it, but yeah. So yeah, sex. And then like the audience likes that though, just cause like I was just thinking about like porn and stuff and like how dorky white actors are just cuz like I know first of all that's porn is fake. Like it's so obvious cuz like it's just fake. That's not how real people have sex. Especially like a straight guy having sex. That's not how we have sex. Um and I feel like white people are very bouncy. Like that's all I think about whenever I watch white porn is just like bouncy, 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 or like bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm not really into that. Um, and it's a little bit jiggly too. And like, I'm gonna pick on the dudes because girls are always okay, all right, but like, white guys sometimes have like really fat thighs. Um, like especially like towards the middle, like you can just tell they like have a computer and they like sit down a lot. I think like computer chairs and stuff make you look really dumpy and are just dumpy in general in your house. Like a lot of stuff, like a lot of like computer stuff. I'm gonna just say it. Like I really don't like computers just cuz like it's so dweeb. It's like so dweeby. It's so dweeb. It's not sexy. Like it's just not. It's just like you either use it to type up your homework, your essays at school, and then you might use it a little bit at work, and then that's just not sex. So I don't really like computers. And usually it's like the dude has no hair, and that really scares me just because like I don't like that. It just reminds me of like Mr. Clean, which is super white because it's like a white cleaning product. And then like I just kind of feel like that's not how people have sex. Like I don't think girls would like that. If you did anything you saw in like a porno to them, they would probably be scared, like to be honest. And then like I just feel bad cuz I know it happens um like not finding out for yourself how it works and like going through life And just like copying what you see in like a porn or something, that's like kind of strange. Like, I don't know. And then it's just fake, you know. I just don't like it. And it's like dorky and stuff. I don't like it. And then, yeah. Um, so Sex and Survivor, like, yeah, it's cool, I guess. I think I said everything I needed to say about it. Like, I don't really like how they kind of sexualize guys now on the show. I don't know what America's trying to do. I mean, when I watch, I have my own thoughts. Like, when they're running, I'll just say it, when they're running around in their underwear and there's like a massive bulge, I'm just thinking what I think. But then later on, like now, I'm just like, ew, you know, like, why are they showing that on TV? And then I just think, like, how do you not, like, crap yourself? Like, if someone, like, tackles you in the stomach. And then I totally think about this. I'm just like, oh, it's because they're not eating food and there's nothing to shit out. And there's nothing to piss. They're just so empty on the inside, like a Christian vessel. Um, yeah, the whole guys in underwear thing bothers me. But girls can just do whatever they want on the show. That's why I want like an all girls season, which I know they'll never do, but like maybe 50 years from now, when I'm like 70, they're like Survivor All Stars, all female education. And it's like, oh my god, Heidi's 85 years old. Um, yeah. I know I'm gonna get canceled because, like, the whole thing now, I don't think it's, like, right. Oh man, that's so awful. But, like, kids are, like, growing up to, like, think that they should do stuff with, like, another guy. Like, especially when they're, like, a teenager. And that's a little bit, first of all, kind of, like, creepy that they're pushing that agenda. I think it's a little creepy. Like, um, just because you should just let your son do whatever he wants. You know, you don't need to like nudge him in a certain direction. And I think that guys shouldn't be sexualized just because like guys aren't sexy, you know, and then they're just kind of like manly and hairy and like their bodies are hard and yeah, it's not sexy. And I'd rather my son just never find out than like try it and not like it or hate it. Just cause like that's just the way it should be like all the time. You know, I never did anything when I was younger, so I wouldn't know, but I'm glad I don't know, you know what I mean? And I'm not interested in knowing in the future, for the record. And I get these comments from my friends, my online friends. These are cool dudes. Like, I've known them ever since I was like 12, you know, and they give me comments like, oh, you're so brave being straight in today's world. And I'm like, what? Like, I thought that was still the norm, you know? And then apparently it's not, you know? So, which is like strange. But I'm 36 years old and I don't care, so I really don't. And like, I'm not horny right now. You know, I'm not thinking about sex all the time. Uh, I think that's very normal as an Asian and as an American. You know, we have that whole conservative thing in common. And I think that's the only thing we have in common. Um, Yeah. And like the word neighbor creeps me out, and like neighborhood, just because that's like creepy. Like, I don't know why, just the word neighbor and like neighborhood, it like creeps me out. I just feel like, I don't know why people are just like, hi neighbor, and it's like, please don't look over the fence. Please don't smell our garbage and what food scraps we threw away for your cat. Please don't smell our gasoline tank. And please don't like kick or pinch our tires on the car when we're not at home. You know, I live in this fantasy world sometimes where everything I imagine is like true. So, like, I think everyone feels that way and they're afraid to speak up because they're like OCD and they're like, what if I'm wrong or something? And you get like rejected by like a group of people being like, is you crazy? You know? But yeah, I lived in a creepy ass neighborhood. There was this one dude and like a couple other people, like, and I'm pretty sure they were all Caucasian because like, I don't know, they just gave me like creep vibes. And like, I can feel people just being like, go John, let it out. Tell us what you feel. And then, I don't know. I still kind of, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm getting at. Do you guys believe in telepathy? Or like telecommunicatic, or like telecommunication? Because I'm like, what did we do before the like string and the can? You know, like, did people just like communicate in their heads? I feel that's so normal. I even looked it up on Wikipedia, but I feel like communicating in your head is so normal because it was only in like the 21st century that the phone was invented. And snail mail takes a long time. So I almost kind of feel like, you know, if you have a wife or something far away, you're like talking to each other in your head or something. I feel like that's normal. Oh, call me crazy, but I do. And I feel like a lot of people is trying to do the whole offline thing, like staying off of like Facebook and stuff, just because they're like creeped out by technology. Yeah, I have more to say, but let me just like simmer. That was my dog. If you heard that, she twitches when she's sleeping. She's like, and I'm like, oh my god, she's so cute. I love my dog, Carla. She's so cute. Like, she has long, pointy ears, and we talk to each other, you know. So like, she's like, give me food, and then like I give her a chip or something. She's like, more, and she's like pregnant right now, so she's like, do you want it to die? So I give her more chips. Yeah. I wouldn't, I would be beside myself if I didn't have a dog right now, or dogs, because I would feel so lonely. Like, dogs have become a part of my life that I'm just always gonna keep one. Just because, like, I don't know. Like, I know it's not a person, but I feel like it's a person just because it's another body that's like moving around and stuff, you know. Like, and it's not like a bird, you know. It's a dog, you know. It's like man's best friend. It's like a mammal that's domesticated, you know. So it's kind of like a human. Okay, it says it stopped. Oh, it just blinks. Okay. At first, I thought it stopped. That's why I was like talking after. I thought it stopped. Okay. Thanks.